Well, the National Ebola Task Force continuing to meet on how to strategize in the event the country is threatened with this virus. Yesterday, Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, was clear that his government has given this issue priority as it's considered a national security threat.
Now, he established a comprehensive task force of high-level professionals from a cross-section of disciplines within and on the outside of the medical profession to formulate and execute a national plan. The plan has received thumbs up from the Pan American Health Organization and World Health Organization. Our Clint Watson has more.
The National Task Force to Fight Ebola promises that the dissemination of information and updates on this deadly virus will be forthcoming and consistent. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Glen Beneby says all stakeholders in both the private and public sector realize the importance of coming together, and he asks for the public's support.
We shall be in continual contact with you in various fora. We shall come to you as professionals, as members of the Ministry of Health. We shall come to you at the very ground level, at the community level.
The Princess Margaret Hospital will play a key role in handling any potential Ebola patient. Managing Director of the Public Hospitals Authority, Herbert says thanks to the new critical care block, PMH has a facility that is on par with the best in the world with all the equipment needed. Training, he pointed out, has been ongoing for several months now.
It will continue for the next several weeks. We have specific training schedules for our staff at the Princess Margaret Hospital and in Grand Bahama, and we have a specific program that will begin on the 22nd of this month, in a couple of days, for our emergency medical personnel, where they will be trained in how to respond to such a threat.
Medical Director of the National Emergency Medical Services, Alvery, Hanna, heads up the services that provides first response, following protocols by their U.S. counterparts in the United States. From switchboard operators to those responding, Hanna says they have been trained how to assess a potential case.
Our ambulance crews would then have full clothing, which we call personal protective equipment, and we would respond in a dedicated ambulance, which would be set aside for such a case. Training is, of course, very important, and particularly with the donning or putting on, and also what we call the doffing or taking off of personal protective equipment. And we would have gotten the assistance of an EMS consultant who will be on the island this week to conduct specific training at all of our stations, including Grand Bahama, New Providence, and Abaco, to ensure that our persons are fully trained and prepared to take care of a suspected case.
Because of the possibility of the threat to our ports of entry throughout many islands, Administrator in the Department of Public Health, Sharlene Bain, says Family Island training has also commenced, and it's not just for healthcare professionals.
We will train immigration officers, we will train customs officers, we will work with those persons in the hotel industry, and we will also conduct community meetings to ensure the community that we are ready, we are prepared, and whatever resources are necessary, the Bahamas government has provided it for them. And so I am confident that at any port, the Ministry of Health, the Department of Public Health, will be able to manage any case that presents to our shores.
The Royal Bahamas Defense Force would also assist with the manning of remote airports, and they're also being trained how to treat a suspected patient at various ports or on the open seas. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.